In the autumn of 1983, a young man named Daniel lived in a small town near the mountains. Life there was simple. People knew each other, children played in the streets, and every morning the smell of fresh bread filled the air from the local bakery. Daniel was 22 years old and worked at a small car repair shop. He was not rich, but he was hardworking and kind. Everyone in the town liked him because he was always ready to help. But Daniel had a dream. He wanted to leave the town one day and travel the world. He wanted to see big cities, oceans, and places he had only seen in magazines. There was also someone very important in his life. Her name was Anna. Anna worked in the town library. She loved books, quiet places, and long conversations about life. Daniel often visited the library, not only to read, but mostly to see her. They spent many afternoons walking together through the park. They talked about their dreams, their childhoods, and the future. One evening, while they were sitting on a wooden bench near the lake, Daniel said something important. "Anna," he said quietly, "I have been thinking about leaving the town for a few years. I want to work, travel, and see the world." Anna looked at the water for a long moment. Then she smiled softly. "You should go," she said. "Dreams should not stay locked inside a small town." Daniel was surprised. "You are not angry?" he asked. "No," she said gently, "but promise me one thing." "What?" "Write me a letter when you arrive somewhere new." Daniel laughed. "Only one letter?" Anna smiled. "Maybe more." A month later, Daniel left the town. The bus station was small and quiet that morning. Only a few people were there. Anna came to say goodbye. Neither of them spoke very much. Sometimes when emotions are strong, words become difficult. Before Daniel entered the bus, Anna gave him a small notebook. "For your travels," she said. Daniel hugged her and promised he would write. And then the bus left. Years passed. At first, Daniel traveled a lot. He worked in different cities, met new people, and saw places he had only dreamed about before. He wrote letters to Anna many times. But something strange happened. He never received an answer. At first, he thought maybe the letters were lost. Later, he thought maybe Anna had simply forgotten him. Life moved forward. Daniel eventually settled in a large city. He opened his own car workshop and built a good life. He married, had children, and worked hard. But sometimes, late at night, he remembered the quiet town, the lake, and the girl from the library. 40 years later, Daniel was already 62 years old. His hair had turned gray, and his hands showed the marks of many years of work. One autumn afternoon, he received something unexpected: a letter. The envelope looked old and slightly yellow. On the front was his name written in handwriting he had not seen in decades. Anna. Daniel's heart started beating faster. He opened the letter slowly. Inside was a simple message. "Dear Daniel, if you are reading this letter, it means time has been kinder than I expected. I never answered your letters, not because I forgot you. I never received them. Years ago, I moved to another city to take care of my sick mother. Life became complicated and busy. I searched for your letters many times, but they never arrived. But I never forgot the promise we made near the lake. I still live in our old town. If you ever come back, I would like to hear about your travels. Anna." Daniel sat silently for a long time. 40 years. 40 years of silence, caused by nothing more than lost letters. The next morning, Daniel made a decision. He got into his car and started driving. The road to his hometown was long, but every kilometer brought back memories. Old songs on the radio reminded him of younger days. When he finally arrived, the town looked smaller than he remembered. The bakery was still there, the park was still there, and the lake looked exactly the same. Daniel walked slowly toward the old library. Inside, the room smelled of books and wood, just like before. Behind a small desk sat an older woman with silver hair. Anna. She looked up. For a moment, neither of them spoke. Then she smiled. "Hello, Daniel," she said, as if 40 years had only been a few days. They spent the entire afternoon talking about life, about missed letters, about dreams that changed with time. And when the sun began to set over the lake, Daniel realized something important. Sometimes life separates people. Sometimes time creates distance. But real connections, they have their own way of finding the road back. And that evening, after 40 years, two old friends walked again along the same path near the lake, just like they once did when they were young.